Welcome to the Whitetail Legacy Podcast.
And we get the back view of him, and I mean, it's just a mega.
52 yards is a long shot. Magnum PI, what we named him. No idea.
Just a magnum.
Yeah, just a magnum.
Put him on cam last year. We said probably 150, mid 150.
Yeah.
Same doe from the morning come out with that 9-pointer.
Here steps out this 90-inch 8-pointer. You're like,
I'm like, okay, well, there's still a buck back there grunting.
Yeah.
And then out steps like another 90-inch 8-pointer. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm like, deer right there.
Yeah, like
and he's
30
already
yards.
30 yards.
Yeah.
He was literally 5 yards from the base of the tree. Could have been had a buck down at 1:40 in the afternoon, back there deep on public. 3 does come out pretty early. It was like 245, 24-yard shot, sent the combat veteran, and I tell you what, man, dude, it just smoked. We always get so jacked up when the other person kills. It's just almost like we got it done.
Yeah. And when you killed that doe, I was like, hell yeah, man.
And we come down here to Missouri.
I asked Comey one more time. I'm like, is it a good buck? And he goes, yeah, real good, solid buck. I'm like, all right, boom. And the deer just drops for sure. Super special to me.
Whitetail Legacy Podcast, bringing you back to the hunt and leaving a legacy. Baller Rut.
Inside every hunter is a burning desire to be successful, and at the start of each year, hopes are high as we start getting prepared for season. Each year the prep work can look different. This year, we put in a food plot and hung some news sets in some key spots, hoping for the opportunity to be successful. After a summer full of running trail cameras and finding some target bucks, it's time to climb in a tree and get this year underway.
All right, we're out on the urban public. Finally set up in a tree.
Meh.
It's always good to have a little taste of success early and get a doe down, as I still have the rest of the season to fulfill my buck tag. I'm gonna get it done for sure. Hunting hard is something we do. Pack-in hunts are something we have to do to hunt where the bucks are at. As October creeps by, we aren't seeing the deer we want to see yet, and we are starting to feel the pressure.
After 10 and hadn't seen anything else come through. I knew this wasn't be a spot where I seen a lot of deer, but I would see the right deer.
Finally, in late October, we were able to see a buck we were all too familiar with, as he had been a buck we had seen since late August. Another pack-in hunt. Here was my chance to get it done on a buck. You can't dwell on missed opportunities, you just have to repack and send it again. November is coming and the hours in a tree are starting to stack up. As October nears its close, the deer are leaving their mark as things heat up, but we just aren't where the big bucks are running.
What's up? Got off work, come out here, we'll have about an hour and a half of light. I'm in the Moultrie set, there's one right by the road. Right here in the background. Farmers picking corn right up the road on this piece actually. It's just a 3-acre piece, so they hope I get it done early. And maybe they bump some deer this way. Kind of sitting in a little corner down in the bottom of a big CRP flat. Had a lot of bucks on cam here last year. This year we didn't run a cam here. We moved them in deeper. See what happens. It's November 5th. Buck could run by at any time, so like to see TT or Chaos come by. We'll see what happens. During this hunt, I played the edge. I didn't go deep enough. With the combine up there, I knew the chance of bumping a bedded buck was pretty good. And without doing this and taking that chance, I missed my chance to get it done on Chaos early in November.
As November settles in and the rut is kicking off, both of us have not capitalized on opportunities. But we are still filming and hunting hard, but our chances are now beginning to get slimmer. We are having good encounters, just not with the right deer.
So we break away from our home state and leave the bows behind for a trip down to Missouri for rifle season. More or less to spend another weekend with my grandpa on the family farm. No expectations on this hunt, other than enjoy his company and some of Grandma's cooking.
You get it?
Yeah,
I think it's a pretty good buck.
I think it is too.
On this trip, there was very low pressure to get it done. To be honest, we didn't believe we were going to be successful. We just went back to the basics of rut hunting. Found a good tree, fresh sign, in between bedding and food, and we got it done.
With our rutcations in full swing, we are anxious to at least have some productivity come out of it. When the opportunity is there, you have to take it. But we want more. We want that feeling that we have been working towards all year. To go toe-to-toe with a few bucks and come out on top. But this probably isn't my year to get it done at home as the rut is winding down and the grueling all-day sits are taking their toll.
Day 2 of week 2 of rutcation.
It's just more of the same thing. Not seeing the right deer, but we are hunters who love that type B fun.
And day 3 of week 2. On day 4, week 2.
Those slow hours on the slow days during the rut while planning to sit all day can wear even the most dedicated hunters out. As the rut is now dwindling down and the gun season is upon us, our chances are glim. The beginning of the gun season was slow for a lot of hunters, and we were no different. Hardly seeing any deer. That hasn't stopped us from hunting as much as we possibly can.
Alright, November 22nd still. Made a slight adjustment from the morning. We're sitting in the wagon blind now. Alright, November 23rd, second day Illinois gun season. Still haven't got it done. This is week 2, day 6, so.
Another hunt ends and a new one begins. We split up and I bring my family out to the wagon blind that my son helped me build all summer long. With all the commotion from inside the blind and him being excited to actually be hunting, there is less than a 0% chance that I'm killing a buck tonight. We got a buck down, we got it done. What'd you say, the 23rd? My wife and my kid, first hunt, and we got a big buck down out in the field.
All right, well here he is, my 2019 shotgun buck. Came out to the wagon blind last night with my wife and my boy Rainer. He's 4, this is his first official deer hunt. This guy came in real late on me. I thought it was a buck we call Chaos. He's got a swooping main beam like this. This is a buck we call Bud Light. He's one of the bucks we wanted to let walk this year. But that being the hunter, it kicked in the instinct, and I made a 100-yard shot on him. Dropped him where he stood. Super jacked. My kid was incredibly jacked to put a deer down with me on his first hunt. He actually got to see the deer get shot, go up there, help load it up, the whole process. Now he knows we're taking him to the locker and we're going to eat him. So I'm pretty jacked about this buck. We put a lot of work in on this property. Like I said, it wasn't the exact buck I thought it was, but still doesn't take away from the hunt. And I'm still really proud to put another buck under my belt and kill one off Boonertown.
Again, we just went back to the basics. I just went on a hunt with my family, 0 expectations to get it done. Instead, more focused on the experience and having fun. You control very little when it comes to hunting, so just enjoy the ride. When it all comes together, celebrate and remember those moments, because they are few and far between.
If you would like to hear more about this hunt or hunts from all across the country, including our fan favorite Legends of the Woods series, be sure to check out our podcast on these following platforms: YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, TuneIn, Radio Public, Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, SoundCloud, and Deezer.